Pete here from Sheffield Pro Golf. We're going to talk today about the importance of a real driver against a fake driver. Okay, so here we actually have one fake epic flash and a real epic flash. Really difficult to tell them apart. Normally with a fake club you can normally tell by the grip. It can sometimes be a little bit thinner, just feel a little bit cheaper. The shaft can be a little bit more flexy, just doesn't quite feel right. The balance of the club, when you just give it a quick swing, normally isn't right. But you can see by these two here that the actual look of them are so close. In fact, it's probably one of the best fakes that we've ever kind of seen, really. So the fake is actually the one on the left. And the first thing that we saw different was the actual weight bar itself. You can see it's a different shape to the real one on the right. And then it's just from that, it's just the smallest differences. So just possibly even the weight itself here, there's just, you can probably barely see it on the video, but it's just slightly different kind of makeup. Doesn't seem to be finished quite as well, the weight on there. And then the writing, just very small differences. Where it says Sub-Zero, it's just, the text is just ever so slightly smaller, just not quite as clear. It's very, very difficult, and that's for us who sees these. We see these drivers day in, day out, and literally we all looked at it and couldn't really tell until you put one by the side of the other, and then we phoned Callaway, found out by the code that it isn't correct, and yeah. So I think the thing from here now is to give them a try, see if there is any difference. So we're going to give these a test now. So we've got the fake epic flash, and what we're going to do for this, we're going to put exactly the same shaft in it. We're going to get Sam to hit it. Let's see how this goes. Push. Sam, how does the head feel?
Feels relatively solid, a little bit loose on it, really. Doesn't feel as comfortable hitting it, to be honest.
Okay, Sam, so you've hit fake epic flash. Yep. What are your thoughts?
The head feels really light. Obviously with it being fake, I think you can kind of expect that. Obviously it's not been manufactured as well as probably Callaway would obviously do a real one. Looking down on it as well, I did notice that the Chev logo wasn't fully aligned with the centre of the face. For me, that's what I picked up first. And also, the sound as well. Obviously hitting a real epic flash, you kind of get a nice tinny sound to it. With that, it's just quite dull and quite flat. So I think that, again, noticing the sound's completely different to a real epic flash is one of the standpoints that you can pick up on.
Okay, Sam, we're going to try with the real epic flash now. Yep. It'll go out in blue on the screen, so we'll be able to start getting some idea of any differences. So.
Oh, let me have a look what I can do with it all. Hey, you have a photo of the
Okay, so we can see the blue line is the real epic flash against the green line, which is the fake one. And I think we can see straight away the difference in the actual flight path. The green, the fake, certainly looks like it's spinning up a lot more offline as well. And that can be down to human error, but you can certainly see there's a bit more consistency with that blue line. So let's have a little look at the results. First of all, look at the side angle, and that's the way the ball's flown through the air. And you can see a massive difference with the way how the fake drivers kind of dipped out the air a lot quicker, completely different flight. So all the money that these companies are spending on trying to get the launch correct, it's for this reason here, this kind of straight flight rather than this kind of old-fashioned loop that you kind of have here. On to the results, the all-inclusive results. You can see, first of all, we're just going to check club head speeds, not too much difference. Of course, we could swing it a lot quicker with the real one, and perhaps that's going to give us a bit more of everything. But you can quite clearly see here there's hardly any difference here. 116 up against 117 in general there. Look at the distance, look at the difference here. Over 30 yards of carry distance, absolutely massive. And if we have a look, the big thing for me is this spin rate here. So with the fake driver it's 3,500, and with the real one it's down to 2,200. And a much better launch angle as well, 14.9 against 16.6. So I think all the figures there stack up to suggest that this driver, even though it looked great, and to be honest, with the naked eye, when you're actually hitting balls for your general golfer, you probably won't see too much difference in the flight until you actually analyse the figures. So as we can see there, it is so important to have the right gear in your bag. If you see something a little bit too cheap online, there's probably a good reason for that. It's probably fake. Come in store, come and get fitted, get a proper driver in your hands.